Hello and welcome to this lecture. This is going to be a two-part series lecture where we'll be taking a look at the physical design of a data warehouse. We are going to also learn how to implement views. Views in SQL Server are quite useful because they help improve the implementation of a data warehouse. I have got SQL Server Management Studio open. I want us to take a look at relationships between some dimension tables. So we're going to look at a snowflake design technique. So click to expand the databases and then expand the AdventureWorks DW 2014, and then inside then you have the diagram. Expand the diagrams and double click on the geography table. So this, you can see here there's a lot of relationship between different tables. We'll start off with a relationship between the sales territory and the geography table, these two dimension tables. And if I scroll down and sideways, you can see more relationships here between the reseller table and the geography table. If I go up, you see the customer table also relationship with the geography table. For now, I want us to focus on the sales territory and the geography table. So I'm just going to exit out of this diagram and go into the actual table itself. So I'm going to expand the AdventureWorks again and decrease that and expand the tables option. And where I've got the geography, the dim geography, I'm going to right click and select top 1000 rows. So this is a query that's generated that produces this output. So the dim geography table contains information relating to geography key, the city, state, province. If I scroll down, you can see more columns that represents different types of data. And if I scroll here, you will see a sales territory key. So this here indicates this is where it has a relationship with the sales territory table. So let's take a look at the dim sales table here. So the sales table, let's have a look at that one. So I'm going to take a look at the dim sales territory table, this table here. I'm going to right click and go select top 100. So you can see here, we've got things like sales territory key, sales territory tells you the territory region, sales territory country. However, it doesn't actually tell me what cities are in what territory. In order to know what cities or what territory, I'll need to look at both the dimensions sales territory table and the dimensions geography table. So what we can do, we can create a view to make that easier. So what I'm going to do here is create a view that represents the most interesting options from both tables. In order to save time, I have copied in some code here that will create the view that represents the most interesting fields from both the geography table and the sales territory table. So these two tables are dimension tables. So to create a view, you basically start with the word create view. DBO basically is the name of the schema, and you've got this DBO prefix next to the table names. So the schema is DBO, and this is how you create a view. You give the view a name. So I've given it total underscore dim territory and geography. And this is just an alias, you say as, and I'm using a select statement. This is a select, and we're selecting the field. a view basically is a select statement. So here we are selecting fields from both tables. So I started off with the city from the geography table, the state province code from the geography table, the state province name from the geography table, country region code from the geography table, and we have the country region name, English country region name from the geography table. And then we've got from the sales territory table, we've got the sales territory group, and we've also got the sales territory region. The connection between the two tables is the sales territory key field. This key is present in both tables. So basically here we are doing, this is how you do a table join. Basically we're doing an inner join, and the dim geography table is the base table. So we're doing an inner join with the dim sales territory, and this here is the link, is a connection between the tables where the join is taking place. So we've got the dim geography table, it has the sales territory, which is equals to the sales territory table in the sales territory key. This dim territory table has this field called sales territory key, and the sales territory key also belongs to the dim geography table. So the link is this, and this both tables has the same field as the equals to sign, which represents where we are linking the two tables together. So let me run this query so we can see. I'm just going to execute. Okay, I've got an error. The reason I had the error, you see the code is now executed successfully. The reason I had the error was that I forgot to put a semicolon at the end here. Very important to include your semicolon. If not, the code doesn't know where the statement ends. All right, hence it gave me that error. So I put the semicolon in and executed again, and the command successfully completed. So we've now implemented a view. So now we can go and take a look at this view. So I'm just going to collapse this table and go to views. I'm also going to refresh, so you might have to refresh to see the view. So that's the name of the view, dim territory and geography, and that's it here, dim territory and geography. So I'm just going to right click and select the top 1000 rows and see what it generates. So this is a query that the reason we've got all these is because the right database is not selected here. So I need to come here and select AdventureWorks DW. Don't worry about this red squiggly lines. Basically, it's just complaining that it can't find these columns we've specified in one table because we are running a view. But as you can see, it still outputs the view. Okay, it's just complaining here because it can't see all these in one table. So anyway, looking at the view we've just executed for the top 1000 rows, we can see it's easier now to read the fields. So we now have the city, we've got the state, province, province name, country region name, the sales territory group, and sales territory region. So it's now easier to look at the data we want just from one table view rather than go to the separate tables and fish out the information. So you can see how useful a view can be in bringing data together from two or more tables. To be able to view the two tables inside one view makes it a lot easier for developers to develop solutions for a data warehouse much more easier. So now that we've created this view, I'm going to wrap and end this lecture here, and we'll continue in part 2. Many thanks for watching, and bye for now.